Welcome to another episode of our Total Quality Management class. My name is Ian Doris and my colleagues.
Anita Brose.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Sabi Chicks.
So in our discussion today, we are going to discuss a very interesting topic. And then the question is, how can Ghana improve upon the crop production aspect of the agricultural sector using the fundamental principles of quality assurance and then total quality management? So from our total quality management class, realize that quality assurance principle basically focuses on guaranteeing customer satisfaction consistently through effective prevention. And then for the total quality management principle, this principle equally agrees with the quality assurance principle, but also is of the view that as companies or sectors of the economy, they should be innovative, that is, they should bring up new ways of doing things which will help improve upon those sectors. So in the context of Ghana's agricultural sector, for instance, these principles can be used to ensure that the products of the sector are able to meet up with the requirements, are safe for consumption, and then they are produced in an environmentally friendly manner. So then the big question is, as quality assurance consultants, what are some of the ways that we can use these principles to help improve the crop production aspect of the agri sector in Ghana? Okay, would you please share with us your findings on that?
So, thank you for the question. So, my view is investing in modern agricultural technologies. So, Ghana can improve crop production by investing in modern agricultural technologies such as the drip irrigation system. When we say drip irrigation system, it is mainly delivering water through the plant streams in a serene or precise manner. In my other points, the method under the investing in modern technology is the greenhouse farming. We all know that the greenhouse farming is just a structure that allows sunlight to pass through to give the crops a conducive environment, like to give it a very conducive or warm environment. So, for example, the use of the drip irrigation system will enable us to conserve water and then increase crop yield, while the greenhouse farming will help or control the crops or protect the crops from pesticides or pests and diseases. My second point is enhancing market access. So here, Ghana can improve crop production by enhancing market access to farmers to be able to sell their produce. For example, government should invest more in the infrastructure such as the road to enable the transportation of crops from far places to the market, to allow consumers to get access to it, and also the storage facilities. So the storage facilities is just a place where the harvested crops are stored in a period of time. And also under the enhancing market access, there's enhancing information system that will allow the farmers to access the market and find suitable prices for their crops. So my third point too is providing high quality seeds and inputs. So here, Ghana can improve crop production by providing high quality seeds and availability of seeds with fertilizers and other agricultural inputs. So here, the government should be able to establish seed banks and provide subsidies to farmers to enable them increase their crop yield and also get more crops for the market. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much for those points. You introduced some new keywords to us, the drip, the irrigation, and then the rest. We are so grateful, and thank you very much for elaborating on that.
Okay.
Daniel, will you please share with us your points on this as well?
Thank you for the opportunity to give my insights on this matter. So, I'd like to say that the country can promote crop production by introducing farming practices to their local farmers. So the farming practices like the use of organic fertilizers, crop rotation, and intercropping can help increase soil fertility, soil health, and reduce pests and diseases. And also, the country can enhance its market access. So, for example, the use of organic fertilizers, crop rotation, and intercropping can help increase soil fertility, soil health, and reduce pests and diseases. And also, the country can enhance its market access. So, for example, the use of organic fertilizers, crop rotation, and intercropping can help increase soil fertility, soil health, and reduce pests and diseases. And also, the country can enhance its market access. when you talk market access, like giving access, giving the farmers the opportunity to sell their produce to our local markets will help them get an income, and it will also improve our agricultural productivity, which will contribute to our country's gross national, right? Gross the GDP. Yeah, that's what. So it's, and also we'll say to improve in the extension service, giving new information to our local farmers will help them know about the new trends on how to use things, how to use new tools and equipment and farming practices, which will help them to produce more and help the country. So I think the extension agency will organize training sessions and demonstrations to help these farmers to know how to go by it. Thank you.
Okay, so he made mention of the crop rotation, and then I like that word he used because my father is using the farming practice, that's the crop rotation. And he said that one is really, really good because that's really yielding his crops. And aside that, it makes him generate more income. So the best farming practice he used as crop rotation. I like the point he used for the crop.
Oh, thank you very much for sharing your experience on that as well. We are grateful. Amy, briefly share us your views as well.
Alright, that's great. Thank you for this privilege. Alright, so to add on to what my dear boss Danny said, I would like to say by improving in the agriculture sector, the Ghana government must organize, or the agriculture sector, the people who have the authority there should organize seminars in the tertiary sectors, in the secondary sectors, so that they will engage the youth. They will talk to them about the farming, the activities they do undertake, the profit, and then because I realize that most of the seminars that have been organized, they don't emphasize on these agricultural sectors. Only you become accountant, you become so UPSA have never organized this kind of seminar concerning agriculture before. But when the government impose or make sure that every tertiary institution they organize agriculture seminars at least twice or once in a semester for every institution in Ghana, I think it will be of help. And also, one of the points that I would like to elaborate on is that developing or strengthening farmers. How can we strengthen our farmers in order to engage in these farming activities? Now, when you organize that farmers, Ghana normally do it once in a week, in a year. But what if we do it this way? Let's say in a district level, they do it the first 3 months. They do it in a district level, then they will come to regional level. That's the 6th month, on the 6th month. Then on the day they normally do the Farmers Day, then they will do it as a country, in order to motivate them by giving them tractors, tricycles, and there are some equipment that they need on the field in order to help them do their work. And I think with that it will encourage the youth and then the potential farmers, because they will be encouraged if they realize that they are getting something out there. Because what we want is that what we want to feed ourselves. That's all. And also, I would like to emphasize on this by improving on research and development. Now, how can we link this to agricultural sector. Now, we have meteorologists, those who normally do research about the weather condition, as in when to rain, when not to rain. So with those people, when they come to you, or when we include them in the agriculture sector, we will know that now from this month to this month, we can save our petrols, our fuels, and our oils for irrigation for the dry season. You know that this season is for raining. So during that time, we can grow so and so crops, we can grow so and so crops, and we know when to practice irrigation and when not to practice irrigation. Now, with even that, they can also help us by testing the land, as in which of the land is fertile for a particular crop. The mindset can be worked on through the organizing of the seminars to engage the youth, to equip them at the tertiary sectors and the secondary sectors. You have to catch them young from that sectors, because the youth, everybody wants white collar job. They don't want to suffer. They don't want to, who will be on the sun there for you? Then you will go out there and go and buy it and come and sit in the office and it's never that way. Could you imagine as accountants, you invest out there and you make some, you get some boys there working out there for you, but your money is doing something. Your money is working out there. So that's the only means you can do something to support the agriculture sector in order to make sure that the economy is very perfect and not blaming the government that the government has done this. Who is the government? The government is us. So Akufo-Addo is never the government. The government is we, the human beings. So we, the human beings in the country, are the people that we have to come up with a good mindset to change the economy. And I think to improve upon these things, I think this is what I have for now. Okay.
Thank you very much. We need to encourage your own mindset. We should change our mindset. Stop blaming the government.
Thank you very much for those beautiful points. Beatrice, please share with us as well.
So my first point is by the government implementing soil conservation practices. So Ghana can improve their crop production by implementing soil conservation practices like terracing and cover cropping. And for example, a study was conducted in Ghana that contour plowing can reduce soil erosion and improve soil fertility. And my second point is by enhancing access to agricultural credit. So Ghana can improve on their crop production by enhancing access to agricultural credit to smallholder farmers. So, for example, a study was conducted by the International Food Policy Research Institute that by enhancing agricultural credit to smallholder farmers can increase agricultural productivity in Ghana. And my second point is by promoting crop diversification. So Ghana can improve upon their crop production by promoting crop diversification in order to reduce reliance on single crops and reduce rates on crop failures. So that's it.
Well, thank you very much for your beautiful points as well. Well, I really enjoyed all your points, and in addition to that, I'd like to say all the methods you mentioned are really innovative, and I think we'll be able to implement them. It will really help improve the sector, because in comparison with our old methods like the monocropping and then the bush burning, with the bush burning sometimes destroys some of the nutrients in the soil, and it isn't really an effective method. But when we implement these new methods, definitely it's going to help improve soil fertility, and then it will also help improve the agri sector as well. Thank you very much. So, dear viewers, these are some of the points which we found as quality consultants which can help improve the agri sector of our economy. Thank you very much.